What's up, y'all? That's how you start your fucking morning right there. Coffee, cigarette, and some blasting death metal. Motherfucker, that's Nile. Yeah, y'all know it's Nile. We're gonna listen to this today. Contaminated 3.0, Relapse Records sampler. If King Fally was in the room, I wouldn't bring this up, but he's not in the room. God, I hope he's not. Anyways, King Fally just has a lot of issues with Relapse Records. I think he's done a couple interviews talking about how they fucked him. And yeah, when he explains it to you, yeah, it makes all the fucking sense in the world. Yeah, Matthew Jacobson did rip him off. And King's asking for like a fair sum. I was like, that's actually not bad, considering it's just weird that Jacobson made like millions and he didn't cut his artists like any of that. Yeah, I mean, he's not legally required to, but it's a dick move. And especially in the scene, bro. But yeah, it's not a way to endure yourself to the fans, but he didn't care anymore. He was leaving. Hoser motherfuckers. Anyways, Nile. Got Origin coming up next. Nile. Chapter for transforming into a snake. This, for the longest time, was the only way I could hear, what do you call it? Deceased, a very familiar stranger. Like, for the longest time, that was the only way I ever listened to that song, like, because I didn't have the album. So, I had, like, everything before that, I just didn't have that one. So, get that coffee cigarette, get that Nile blasting in your skull. Ooh, that's some hot tea. That's good tea. Cat, what are you doing over there? Just be quiet. Yeah, he'll jump in a minute. I think he's got a line later on. Why don't you just chill for now, Cat? We're gonna... Yeah. Yeah, this is Origin, Disease Called Man. Matrix sample. I got to see Origin one time. It was cool, man. Yeah. So, Goat, my man Goat. What's up, Goat? Oh, Goat was telling him a similar story with a chick at a bar. With a chick, she picked me up and then, like, let me down gently. Like, yeah, we're not doing this, but... trying to make me feel good in front of my friends. Going over here is the same thing. At a bar with a buddy. Was super into the bartender. Thought she was really hot. Man, we've been there. Some cuties out there. She was not into him. That's usually how that goes. Yeah, it's like, hey, what's up, girl? Not a damn thing. Like, oh. Later. She tells me when she gets off work, right in front of your buddy. And we go back to my place. And she's like, what's up, girl? She's like, nothing. Turns to the friend. Yo, I get off at 9 or 10 or whatever. I get off for a couple hours. It's like, oh. But, just like in my story, Goat said nothing happened. Just had a couple drinks, chatted. You could tell you weren't really into each other. Yeah, man, I ended up going home with a girl. Like, her friends took her out to get her laid. And I ended up, like, talking to her about something. And it turns out we kind of knew each other. We didn't meet each other, but we had seen each other around, so we kind of knew each other were. She was like, don't I see you doing these things? And I'm like, yeah, that is me. She's like, yeah, I go, anyways. So, yeah, her friends were like, me and her started hitting it off. She's like, oh, my God, my friends are just out here to get me laid. And I'm like, oh. It's like, I really don't want to. Can we go home and pretend we did? Or something like that to that effect? And I was like, yeah, if you shut your friends up, yeah, I'll do that for you. Anyways, I got to second base on that chick. Ooh, I got a booby in my mouth. And I went home with, a bad case of I need to take care of this. Oh, it hurt so bad, but it felt so good. It's like a John Cougar Mellencamp. Baby, making her so good. I hate Mellencamp. Fuck that song. Moving on. So yeah, you weren't into each other. Yeah, sometimes you end up like, hey, and then you're not. You're like, hey. She ended up leaving shortly after breaking one of my drinking glasses. Your buddy was jealous, and I contemplated whether or not to tell him, and nothing actually happened. But you told him the truth. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes that's better. I don't know. Dying fetus. Pissing in the mainstream demo version. Ah, but Goat, you said you've had silly stories and self-deprecating humor, but you're still always nervous talking to women. Yeah, using that approach, man, Goat, we're like similar. Like we've done the same thing and gotten similar experiences. Whoa, that's kind of crazy, man. But yeah, you ease them into your nerd aspect. You gotta ease them into the nerd stuff. You have to let them know it's there, but just ease them in on how serious it is. I love those memes about the never mind, I don't want to do the meme thing, but ease them into the nerd stuff. And he says being a good cook is a plus. Guys, you want to like get a woman, like really get her, cook her dinner. Goat telling you, man, Goat's telling you. Cheers, Goat. You know what's up, dog. Man, y'all ever hear about these people? You'll hear them. Y'all young bucks probably don't know this shit. Hey, young bucks, you get to look forward to hearing this shit when you get older. Hey, young bucks, will this be you? Chances, maybe. You get up into your 40s and shit like that. Sometimes people haven't had kids, or they don't feel like they've had enough, or they don't feel like they had like the right one. So people, as they get older, they're going to try to conceive. They tell you that. We're trying to conceive. I love it when a person just tells you flat out, we're trying to conceive. I'm like, man, I don't want to know that shit. I mean, I'm glad you're having sex with your significant other, but I didn't want to hear about the goddamn details, unless they're like fucking weird. But trying to conceive is not fucking weird. It's just weird you're telling me that. Yeah, I've been nutting in my wife. We're trying to conceive a lot more. Trying to conceive. Yeah, I know how it works. Trying for another baby. Cephalic carnage. Observer to the obliteration of planet Earth. With the Soylent Green Ben Falgoss guy backing vocals. I just remember that. I love cephalic carnage. Loved it back in the day. So, just trying to conceive bullshit. I've heard of like couples going to like insane lengths to try to get another kid, or sometimes just the first one. So the more like they like their doctors tells them how many eggs the female has and on like the best time to conceive. Man, nothing would kill sex faster. Like I don't think I could perform if there was a calendar marked with specific days and it was like you have to fuck me on these days and bust up inside. I'd be like, I don't want to fuck you. Like, I don't want to do it. And they're like, oh man, I have to. I'm like, because it's not that I get performance anxiety, but I get really weird when people start telling me I gotta do shit. Like, you have to. I'm like, yeah, I don't. No, I don't. Like, but I don't know. Nothing would kill sex faster. So my point is, nothing kills the intimacy, the fun, faster than making it mandatory and regimented. Fuck. The bin involved. Coming up. That's the Soylent Green guy. So I know these couples that had to do that regimented sex bullshit. Fuck you, man. When you're like a young buck, you're like, regimented sex? Down. But when you're like over a certain age, you're like, regimented sex? Fuck! What shit I need to do? I may not feel like it on that day. Now, when you're in your 20s, you don't give a shit. I'll work a fucking 8-hour day, go work a side hustle, and then fuck all night. 20s? Hell yeah. 30s? Sort of. 40s? Like, oh, fuck me, man. Young bucks, it happens, man. It's just your priorities change. They do. Once you get it on the reg, your priorities change. So I knew of this dude. I think the wife knows the wife. That's how I know this couple. The wife knows the wife. He didn't even want to fuck her anymore. Can you believe that? He was tired of performing the act of sex. He was like, I'm done. I'm just going to go in the bathroom and provide you the sample. And she would use a turkey baster. Bro, if your life has evolved into that, it is time to read the signs. Stop what you're doing. Please. For your sake and the sake of that unborn child. That thing is not even conceived yet. Goddamn stop. Like, seriously. Read the room. It's like, if you've done this like 15 times, we still haven't gotten anything, it's like, bro, it's time to find something else to do. Suck it up, man. You pissed off your 20s and 30s, just kind of suck it up or whatever. Usually it's not the male, though, it's the female. That's the problem. Every now and then it's the dude, but not often. Man, turkey baster sex. Turkey baster conception. Fuck that. Man, if that's what your life's turned into, just seriously consider doing something else. Was anybody conceived that way? Was anybody in the comments, were y'all a turkey baster baby? Did your mama tell you, like, hey, your dad got tired of fucking me, and, well, we just started just squirting the jizz straight in there from a kitchen implement. That ever happen to anybody? Like, they just find out? Do you ever have a friend? Anybody ever have a friend where it was like, so yeah, I was one of those kids. I'm sure they were fine, but that's just kind of weird growing up knowing that about yourself. Your mom just telling you, your dad would fuck me nightly, and we wouldn't, but we went to the fertility clinic, and eventually it's like, Mom, stop. Please stop. Dad looks like a guy who's like completely broken because like fucking is now a thing he just doesn't want to do anymore. That would suck. That would suck so fucking bad. God, man, you people. Anyways, I was going to turn this into a rant about something else, but I had to bring that up. That shit's too funny to me. Hearing those just fucking weird-ass stories. Check mark. Got it. Alright, let me tell you this fucking town. I'm not going to talk about Houston. We're going to talk about a different town than Houston. One I know just not as well, but well enough. Nashville, Tennessee. What a fucking nightmare that town is. I like to call that the Sodom of the South. I swear that town is like disgusting and greedy. I don't know what you people know about Nashville, but I've been there enough. I don't live there, but it is the nearest major city from where I live. That is not saying a lot. Yeah. Because there's not a lot of major cities where I'm at. But anyways, that town. Yeah, here we go. He's doing the Nashville thing. Yeah, bear with me. Alright, how I like to look at Nashville is you got about 4 groups. This is not a comprehensive list. This is just a tentative list. You got 4 groups of fucking people in Nashville. The people where everyone is related to someone who works for someone that is famous. This part of Nashville is very old. It is a music business town. Everybody says it's a country town. It's not a country town. Get that shit out of your fucking mouth. It's not correct. It's a business town. We got all the performing rights organizations and a couple major labels, and I believe Sony even has an office in that town. So Sony's a Japanese company. So this is clearly not country music. So, but here's the thing. Everybody is related to somebody that's doing something for someone famous. It gets, oh, my cousin's doing a tour management for famous artists. And it just, oh, a friend of mine's the engineer for so-and-so. In fact, I actually know people that work live, the stages, where they build the stages and shit like that. I actually know a lot of guys that do that stuff. I've known many of those guys over the years. And some of those guys go on tour. I knew a guy who went on tour with Fish. Not that anybody fucking cares. He was happy because he was a stoner who was a hippie, so he had a great time. But anyways, just for an example. But you hear this all the time. It's like, oh yeah, my cousin is doing, my aunt, my dad, my uncle is doing something, business, tech, live sound, for some famous. It gets so fucking old. It's old because they say this shit to you like you know what the fuck they're talking about. It's like, I don't know who that is. You know, when they name a pop star or a country star, I'm like, I don't know who the fuck that is, dude. I really don't. But that's how they sniff each other out. It's like, oh, well, and then they do, and then they're a thing. Group one. They've been here a while. They're related to the old people. They're kind of annoying. And the singer-songwriter types, oh my god, that's a sad group of people there. Humping that dream. Damn it, 16 minutes. I talked too long about turkey baster conception. Anyways, Group 2. Group 2 in Tennessee, well, especially Nashville, fucking Tennessee. They're not from Tennessee. They usually say something, oh, we just moved here. Most of these people you were going to meet are the worst fucking people around. They weren't satisfied where they were. They came to your place, fucked the place up, complained about everything, and then the only people they make friends with are the people exactly like themselves. The other transplants that are unhappy they're here. I'm like, you're so fucking unhappy, why'd you fucking come down here? Get the fuck out of Dixie. That's all I can say, get the fuck out of Dixie. Anyways, out of those people in Group 2, every now and then you do run into one or two of them that are cool as fuck and you're glad you have them. You know who you are, Aaron. That's my buddy. He's from AZ. He's cool as fuck. He's one of the ones you want to keep. I don't know about the rest of them, though. Group 3. Oh, shit, this is exhumed. Decrepit crescendo. Group 3. Opportunistic feeders. These are the motherfuckers you gotta watch out for. They're local, or at least local enough. They've been here long enough. They're the ones who are robbing Group 2. The transplants, robbing them blind. This consists of your, anyone who's a politician, or a cop, or a judge. I can't, no! I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Group 3 is there to rob you. They're real estate agents. They're the people that own the old property. They subdivide everything, sell it for enormous rates. Then they also own the construction companies that are putting everything up. They're robbing everyone. Group 3 is a bunch of pieces of shit because they're opportunistic and they're making everybody's life miserable. Bringing new people in, robbing them fucking blind. But it makes life miserable for everyone who doesn't want to be involved in that shit. Because the price of everything goes up and the cops get more shooty. The cops get way fucking more like, the jail is a revolving door of income for those people. Fuck Group 3. Then you got Group 4. Group 4 is real Tennesseans and they don't know nothing about that other shit. They don't want to know nothing about that other shit and they want the rest of you motherfuckers to leave. I'm not Group 4. I'm actually the group that's a transplant. That's actually pretty cool. Like, a lot of people like me because I'm fucking crazy and I scare away other people. Yeah, no bullshit. Kind of like the Dark Knight up here in my little mountain retreat. Or you could say, Appalachian Warlord. Oh, yeah. That wasn't the closeout. That was just me saying the tagline. So, I want to know from the rest of you guys, what the fuck do y'all know about Tennessee? Let's not talk about Texas. Tennessee. What do y'all know about Nashville, Tennessee? Anybody been to Nashville, the It City? Oh yeah, you want to know there was Black Mark for Nashville? First female mayor, the first female mayor of Nashville got fucking state charges for corruption and fraud. She was defrauding people by fucking the chief of police who was her bodyguard, and she would pay his overtime by having him do things. Protect her, and they were all fucking one time in a cemetery. Yeah, no joke, it was a huge joke. They got in one of their vehicles and they fucked in a cemetery. So yeah, the public found out that they were like basically paying this cop, this fucking chief of police, extra money on top of the salary. On top of the salary, extra money to bang the mayor. Oh, by the way, both the mayor and the chief of police were married to other people. So they were cheating on their spouses. Yeah, the fucking whore got motherfucking probation. She was on the hook for hundreds of thousands of dollars of misappropriated funds, defrauding the public, And a couple other bullshit charges that were real charges, but a couple other fucking charges. Probation. Fucking probation. Fuck that town. Anybody know Putin? Does anybody know him personally? I'm just curious because if he could get a nuke somehow to blow up Nashville and Atlanta, it would be appreciated. Just if you know him. I mean, if you don't know the guy, don't go bother him. He's a busy man. All right, Kat, what are we doing?
I think that's about it, man. You hit 20 minutes and you said all your shit.
I did. Wow. Ooh, this track right here, Neurosis, is really fucking cool. Gonna let that bitch close us out. Coffee Cigarette Crew. What's up, what's up? Relapse Records, Contaminated 3.0. All right, y'all. Cat of Pride, Appalachian Warlord. See y'all next time.